Good morning, my friends. This is Tanya at SideGigCrafts. Today is Watercolor Wednesday. I'm so glad you've joined me today, and I look forward to painting and hopefully inspiring you today. Welcome and welcome back. Stay also for the end of the video. Make sure you watch all the way through. I am giving away a palette of watercolors. I'm going to be using the same palette, my own version. Today, for the colors for the painting that we're going to do, I have got a project I wanted to tell you guys about. I'm going to be working with Amy from Okie Dokie Forest. No, it's not Okie Dokie Forest. It's Dokie Dokie Forest. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Dokie Dokie Forest. I'm going to start a painting, and this was inspired by this painting last week. When I was painting this, I was thinking about her, what kind of crazy, fun, whimsical creatures that she might put in my forest. And when I told her about it, she's like, that's funny, because the whole time you were painting that, I was thinking what I would put in there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do a project. I start it and she's going to finish it. So I'm going to start the project today and paint her a forest that she can put her creatures in. If you guys have not found her yet, I really encourage you to go over and check her out. I'm going to be linking her in the description box, of course. And I really encourage you to. She's got a very different style, and I love it. It's just so much fun. It's very creative, and you guys will really enjoy her. She's wanting to grow her channel, and she's just getting started with that process. And so please go check her out. See what you think, like and subscribe to her and all the good things. And if you haven't done that, so here, I also invite you, of course, to do the same for my channel. This one is growing, and I'm so excited to have everyone here, and I appreciate each and every one. So my goal here is to create, and I try to create every day. I've actually had to be off the last couple of days. Had some stuff going on. It's kind of kept me busy. My schedule's been kind of whack. So I had some migraines, and it's been a little crazy. That's pretty unusual for me. I usually try to post at least every day. And, so I apologize because I haven't been able to do that for you guys this week, but never fear, because it will happen. You guys know me. I can't stay away from my craft room long. In fact, I have several videos that are coming out today. So if you get the chance, be sure to kind of keep an eye out today, because I've got a haul to do. I've got a review to do. I've got 10-minute Tuesday I didn't get to yesterday. And I've got, let's see, Watercolor Wednesday is happening right now. That's what you're watching now. I do this every week. It's an open collaboration. I invite anyone to join in. That's how I found Dokie Dokie and Amy, and I love meeting new friends. So if you have things you'd like to see on my channel, I'd love to hear from you. Or just leave a comment below. You know, a comment and a like goes a long way to help out your favorite creators and their channel. So please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm just adding some blue in here. I didn't want it to be a flat background. I don't want to go crazy. But I do want to add some blue in there. Just make sure there's a little color here in the background. I don't want to go too dark, because then I'm not going to be able to paint around it. But I do want to put kind of just, I don't think this is the right brush that I want to use, but I'm just going to kind of put some in here and kind of let it do its thing. I'm actually using Arches today. I'm using the best watercolor paper I know of. And so that she'll have something good to work with too. And there is a fuzz or something in there. Get that out of there. It's driving me crazy. And so, yeah, I think it's, I don't know what's going on there. So I just want to add some really nice color to the background for a nice sky. Just give her something really fun to work with. I think it'll be great. But like I said, she does, she's also did a video the other day with her little pal, Gavin, her sidekick there. They did a fun challenge to create something, and it had to be they had a prompt, and it had to be something living, and they put up a blinder between the two of them so they couldn't see what the other was doing, and they had to use trash, which was great. They were super creative about it. I love how it turned out. So cute. So I'd love to see even more of those videos. That's my vote. I want to see more. All right, that's going to be our background for the sky. I'm going to do a background for the land as well. Just a little base coat of something down here. Again, I don't want to go too crazy because I don't know what she's going to need, and I need to leave plenty of space for her to add her painting. So I'm going with the full sheet today so we can get both of us on here. I cannot wait to see what she does to this painting, you guys. I'm so excited about it. I know she is too. I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the sky. I'm just going to go light, almost non-existent green down here, just to add a forest floor. And that way we've got some color. I want to see what I can do to blend the grass into the sky so that they blend really nicely. There is just fuzz all over this paper. I haven't used it for quite some time, so apparently it's gathered a little dust or something. I don't know. Probably shouldn't go straight in like that, but let's add a little bit of this golden color too. Just a little earthy tone. There, I like that a lot. Okay, just making it as smooth as possible. I want those colors just to blend and mix and meld, and then I'm gonna kind of go into this skyline here and kind of work that. I'm gonna work both ways there. Just kind of melt them together. I don't want that to be the focal point. I want the art in the middle to be the focal point. So now we've got land and sky. We're gonna let that dry a minute because there's not much I can do while it's wet. It's just gonna spread. So I hope you guys will check out her channel and see what fun she creates while I'm sitting here. I keep seeing things that's like, I need to throw that away. But don't forget to hang out to the end of this video. I will have the drawing at the end so that the, now, if you did not watch last week's video, unfortunately you won't be able to enter this one because you had to comment on the video last week. So that was the important step to take there. I'm going to go ahead and help this dry. Get in my dryer. Gretchen, don't drink my coffee, Gretchen. All right, we're going to be editing this video anyway, so I'm going to help it dry. That way it'll go a little faster. All right, thank you guys for hanging out while I clip that, and I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Let's see, that took a few minutes. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna do a mushroom scene. I need to leave the center pretty open. She, like I said, she's got magical creatures, and some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. So we're gonna make some fun mushrooms that will be home to her little creatures. And I promise they're so cute. I love them. All right, let's use, I'm gonna kind of go in with the same colors and the same, kind of the same thing I did last time. I want to use, which color? I think I used this one for the lighter one last time for the stems or the stalks. And we're gonna put some of these at the edge. I'm gonna try to make these even more whimsical than I did last time, just to kind of match a little more with her style so that it'll look a little more cohesive when it's done. So I'm gonna make some mushrooms with lots of personality today. Oops, I meant to do the light one. That's okay though. Gotta remind myself how these watercolors work. They're not like my others. They do work differently. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just different. I'm gonna go lighter here. That's maybe a little too light, but I think what I'll do is introduce it to that one, which will bleed over. So I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're enjoying Watercolor Wednesday. You are welcome to join in too. I hope you will. I hope you consider that. If you do, tag me so that I can come support your channel and shout you out. That's what it's all about. And check it out. So I'd love to support you and help you if I can. Not a professional, I'm not a teacher. I don't do this for a job or anything. I just love to play with watercolor and hope to inspire you. It's a very different art form that I feel like it's maybe not, that may be not true. I was going to say I feel like the art form is lost its appreciation, or people have lost the appreciation for it, but I don't think that's true necessarily. I think it's just difficult. We don't see it as often. I think we see a lot of digital forms of watercolor because it's difficult to control water. It's not an easy form of art. So I think that we see a lot more digital. That's probably true about lots of art forms though, true. Or also, or something, I don't know. I can't speak. Just adding a brown in here just to add some interest and color. I want it to kind of just blend and spread. It's actually, you know, when I painted last week or and used these paints for the first time, I didn't feel like the color spread that much. But on this paper, it's spreading a lot more than it did on that one. So that could be, you know, just the combination of the materials that I used, because it seems to be spreading quite well on this one. Just kind of blending that out a little bit. Trying not to overwork it, but I really don't want it to be brown. So I'm trying to pull some of that back as well. There we go. I've got a little bit of this really dark that I'm going to just kind of drop here around the top. I'm using the same palette that I used last week, so I've got some of the same color here already mixed. So I'm just kind of re-wetting that and adding it in. It's kind of nice to have it already mixed on my plate. We'll be adding some greenery around here too, so that'll be cool. All right, and then we need the cap of the mushroom. Now I think that, hi baby, what you doing? What you doing? That is Cash. I thought that was her brother. I wanted to lighten this up somehow. How can I lighten that up? I wonder if I add a little bit of gray base to it, if that'll help lighten it up. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's try that. I didn't draw anything out in advance. I'm just kind of winging it. Which I think is part of the fun. So what are you guys working on? What is happening, my buds? This one's gonna go in front. So I'm gonna end up painting over this one to do the cap for this one, and that's all right. Because I didn't plan that as I was painting that one. But I want this one to be big and round. Actually, we can go over that one too a little bit. Then it'll look like it's really big. I want to make sure I give her a big old mushroom to put something sitting on top of it. So we're going to go a little bigger even. I guess I can't go bigger than that stem because it's going to be... There we go. That'll work. That will work. Okay. I like that. Okay. And these are kind of indistinctive, but as we go along and add layers to it, it's going to clear that up a little bit. Let's take a sip of coffee here while we think about it. On this other side, I want to make a really tall mushroom. And I want to use a different color base. I'm going to use this one here, kind of a coppery color. And I want to make, I know this sounds crazy, but bear with me because she's a whimsical artist. I want to make one that goes like this. What? Yes. Actually, this is copper. It's got a little metallic sheen to it. I haven't noticed that these paints have a, I'm going to leave, I was able to leave I think I left the link to this product in my last video. I'll go back and double check. They did cost a little bit more than I was thinking. I was thinking they were like $3 or something, and they were $6 when I went and looked. $6 and some change, I think. And it says that they have a metallic to them. I'm not finding that to be accurate. Not that they're not a good paint. I do like it, but it's not, I was expecting something a little more metallic than I got. And that's okay. Just want you to be aware, it's not really a full metallic sheen to it. When it dries, I don't see any metallic at all. So my disclaimer. But it's nice paint. I mean, it works. It works, definitely. It's got some fun tones to it. I'll drop this darker color, this even darker color yet in there. I like to go just around the edges so that it just spills that color into the other and just bleeds in. Kind of has a nice ombre effect, if you will. I'm gonna go back to, what color was that? Uh-oh. That was my own creation of color. I think it was this, maybe? maybe not. With, how did I tone it down? Yellowish, this one maybe? That's what it was. Making my own colors, making my own colors. I actually really enjoy making my own colors because a little more control. It's fun. And really, I mean, you can go read all the color charts and all that good stuff. I like to just play with it. I don't know. I'll figure out what I can make and what I can't. Sometimes I'll go look up a color, but usually I'm just playing. I'm making an upside down one. Then she can put something sitting up here maybe. I think that would be fun. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so cute, you guys. You gotta check it out. I'm not sure when she'll post, but you'll have to go subscribe to her channel so that you'll see it when she does. All right, now I'm gonna leave the top of this area open so she's got room. I need to leave this middle open, but I can still put a cluster of something here. So we'll do that. I need some more unusual color. I think I'm gonna add some blue to the mushroom. I think that would be really pretty. We're gonna make some chunky bases over here. Should I make them closer to the bottom, or maybe I'll make them up here so she's got more room at the bottom to work. Well, I should probably leave a top for the, room for the cap too. Probably should do that. All right, I think there's room there. I think she can work with that probably. Just some little chunky ones. And I think that's enough. I think that might be enough because we're going to put greenery in here. We're going to put all kinds of things going on. Let's put some, I want to add some purple to this color. Let's see what I get. Or whatever the color, violet maybe, to that dark color. That's not what I meant to do, but it's going to be cute, I think. Let's work with it. Let's work with it. That's not quite what I meant to do. That was supposed to be the cap of the mushroom, not the bottom, underside, but that's all right. This is what it is now. I don't think she'll mind. I don't think so. Now I need to leave room for the cap of this one. Should be fine. I'm just going to the edge of that so it doesn't bleed together. Now what I could do, let's use this for the cap of this one, because I do have that color left. I didn't actually mean to make this one so big. I hope I left her enough room. So there's that. Now I need to finish this. Oh no, I need to do the cap on that one yet. We're gonna go with a darker purple. Actually, that might not be dark enough, but actually, yeah, it is. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll go here. I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom of that stem so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm gonna let those colors bleed just a little. I'll be all right with that. And I want to use this color in here. I'm just gonna drop it down here at the bottom while it's wet. Oh yeah, that's what I like. See how those colors are just mixing, and look how they touched and they spread. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's great. It's actually awesome. And drop a little more there. Gives it different values and you can tell I'm figuring out the watercolor over here versus over here, right? But we're gonna put some of that fun touch back over here now that I'm figuring it out. Okay, so I don't think I've used this color much over here. Oh, I can see why. That's not my favorite. But what I'm gonna do is, I do also want this to be cohesive. I'm gonna actually mix that brown with this purple a little bit. I'm gonna get kind of a different hue, a little more brown tones, which is great. So it'll be similar, but it won't be the same, which will be fine. It'll add another way of making it cohesive. I think I want to go a little bit crazy with these caps. Gretchen, I can hear your tummy growling. What is going on over there? Did you just eat? It's making noise. Funny. We're going to drop some of this color here too and let it spread. Man, I love working with this paper. It just does amazing things. Okay, so that's kind of fun. All right, now we need to add some detail in here. Now I didn't do the bleeding in this part, which I should have done while it was, my goodness, Gretchy, while it was still wet, and it's not wet anymore. So I'm gonna have to just play with it. Get some color variation in there, and I can do that. And I want to put a little bit of darker color up at the base. Come on, I need darker. That's not what I meant. Way too dark. Get some of that brown back in there. That'll work. Okay, we're going to use this color also to go back in here. Just kind of do a wash. And then what I'd like to do I'm sitting over here listening to this little choir that Gretchen's tummy is performing for me. My goodness, baby, are you okay? Her tummy is really singing. Poor thing. I know it probably doesn't hurt. Her tummy, she just ate. So I guess she's digesting. Oops, I totally went the wrong direction with that one, didn't I? Fix that. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I've got different color on here now. I'm going to just kind of play with this and not exactly sure how I want to do this, but oops. All right, let's see here. How can I further this? I do need this color back because this stem needs to go to the ground. And that was probably the wrong color or the wrong value. Clean that up just a bit. I think it'll be okay. I'll just put some of that color back there. I think the story will be told. Okay. Anyway, next, we're going to have to go after the greens. I'm going to let that be a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put in some of the little shamrocks and little flowers. I feel like that's what made it really complete, was just that little greenery. While that dries, that way I can go back in and do some more details too. Ooh, I just held my brush in a different direction. I think that might be good for flower petals to go back and do it that way when the time comes. Remember, I don't want to fill in too much because then she won't have room to play. So we'll just kind of do that. We'll do some over here. Gretchen. You guys, I love this dog. She's nuts. She's just sleeping away. Her belly is just going to town. How fun is this? I always love a good I start it, you finish it challenge. Love it. So much fun. We're gonna put flowers that come up there, so I'm not gonna go too crazy there. Okay, and then I did little stems. Oops, that wasn't a little stem, was it? That was not a little stem. That's a little stem. And then put little leaves off of it. We'll just try to kind of cover that one a little bit. I think this is fun for St. Patrick's Day. Cute little, memorable little picture. For my new friend. There we go. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet. These little lines are a challenge. I keep going the same direction with the stem too. Did you guys see that? All right, let's make some flowers on there. Now I don't have, you know what? I went yellow. Let's do yellow and pink. We'll do this straight yellow color. It's getting a little syrupy, which is fine. Now, how did I hold that? I went this way, right? No, that's how I did the other one. So I went this way. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I tried to do something different. It didn't work. Got too much water on my brush. If you've got too much paint on there or too much water on there, don't be afraid to pick that up. All you have to do is dry your brush off and then dab it in there and see how that just lifts right out of there. Don't be afraid to do that. I think I'm going to leave that. I want to put a flower up here. I think I'm going to use my liner pens and my fine liner pens and outline this as well. Do some doodling on here. I think if I do, and then maybe if she decides to do that, it'll help to make it look like a little more, I keep using the word cohesive, but I don't know what better word to use. I'm just kind of scribbling in some flowers. Nothing precise here. Just want them to be little happy little flowers. Do one more over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do one here because it looks a little unbalanced. I'm not leaving her much room, am I? I was supposed to leave her room. She'll figure it out. Okay. Well, those plants can't float, so we need to stem them. Happy little flowers. She's gonna be like, why didn't you leave me any room? You expect me to do what? Yeah, sorry. I went a little crazy. Add some grass in here. I hit the wrong color because that was brown. Just kind of scribble it in. Here we go. That looks kind of cute. A little bit of grass growing back here. Okay, and then I need to do a little more detail, I think, on these mushrooms because they're boring. Let's face it, they're flat and boring. I think the pen will help for sure, but let's see what we can do about adding, I don't know, something. Last time I added a light wash around here. It worked out, but at the same time, this isn't shaded, so that doesn't make sense to do that. Well, the wash does it okay. I don't know if that's the effect I wanted either. Probably a wrong brush for sure. All right, so that's not quite what I want. Maybe what? I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. I think we're definitely going to use the marker. Okay, let's see what we got. These are pretty dry. I do want to, let's see, my markers are right here. And we're just gonna, let's see, I'm gonna use my 0.8. And I'm gonna start with this one. do these, I'm not trying to be exact by any means. I'm just trying to loosely trace. And I want to draw big old circles on my mushroom. And just have some whimsical fun with it. Okay, and then this one needs dots too, doesn't it? All right, you know, my mushrooms all from this side to that side, even though I was trying to do them different, they still look the same, don't they? Except for the stem size. I guess that's what happens when you use the same colors. All right, so we'll go there. I guess if you went to any garden patch, the mushrooms would still probably be the same because they spread like they do. That's just part of nature. So I suppose that's not unusual. So we'll just make these the same. The same variety anyway. And then I'm going to put a little dot in here just to be the little center of the little flowers. All right, should I leave it alone? Is it time? Stop it. I feel like I should put lines in here, but the way I did my paint, I'm afraid to mess them up. I haven't quite got this yet looking right. I think I'm going to leave that. What do you guys think? Should I leave it alone? I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think I'm going to let her finish the rest. She's got room here. She's got room on top. She's got room here. And Amy, if you feel like it, make your own creatures and just, you know, on different paper if you want to, and cut them out and paste them on if you want, if I didn't leave you enough room to watercolor. Anyways, you guys, I think that's it for now. I got some paint there, but that's okay. That's it for now. This is my I started, you finish it challenge that I am sending off to Doki Doki Forest. Please, please, please check out her channel. Share some crafty love. You guys have been so supportive to me. Let's make sure to spread that and check her out. I think you'll enjoy her. I know I do. So thank you so much for watching. Hang tight. If you wanted to win that watercolor palette, that's coming up next. So don't leave. We'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye. All right, guys, I have cleaned up my painting and we are here for the drawing for this wonderful 12 color ocean color glittery watercolor by DDD Praise. I don't know how to say it. There's the brand. This is one that I got from Temu. Oops, this is mine. This is the one where this is the prize. So it's a brand new palette. This is the one I used. I got two when I ordered from Temu. So I am giving one away to one of you. So last week we had the, I painted on Watercolor Wednesday and told you to please put in the comments what you would paint with the watercolor set in those colors, and asked that you be a visible subscriber. So very basic rules, must be 18 or over, yada yada, all the stuff. YouTube is not part of this. Nobody sponsored it. My own money. Not responsible once it goes to all that legal stuff. Anyways, I went through all the comments and wrote down all the names who followed the instructions. And here they are. So you can see they're different names. Craft Adventures. We've got, who's over here? This is Nadia. Got everybody in here, okay? You're gonna have to believe me. You're all in here. So thank you all for participating. I want to thank you again for all of your love and support and for being with me, you know, daily. Some of you are here daily. Some of you are here multiple times a day. Some of you come in, you know, just as often as you can. And I love that. Thank you so much for spending so much time with me. It means the world. So I'm going to draw one winner. I will need to hear from them within, let's see, let's give you till, what's today? Today's Wednesday, obviously. I'm going to give you through Friday night, Friday midnight, to hear back from you. That gives you a little time to catch up with the videos if you're busy or working or what have you. So if I haven't heard from the winner by Saturday with their address, then I will move on to another winner. Now, mind you, if I pick somebody whose address I already have, I'm not worried about hearing back from you guys. So I just need an address to send it out. So that's all. So if I already have your address, I will let you know. Otherwise, I would have to move on to the next person if I don't hear from you by Saturday. So anyway, here we go. I cannot see the names. I'm just kind of randomly twisting and turning. And I'm going to pick, I'm going to actually put a hand in the way so I can't see which one I pick even better. And I'm going to take this one. You guys actually can see it before I do. So this one is Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. Christy, I think it was you that in the comments just asked me for my address for something I want from you. Well, girl, now I need yours. So I'm also going to check your page and see if I can find it. So you've got till Friday night and to let me know. I'm gonna get this posted up today. We'll work it out between us. So congratulations, Christy at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. You guys go check out her channel. I'm going to go ahead and tag her in the description so that she will be alerted. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks again for all you do and how much you have supported my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again. Bye-bye.